Hi and welcome. I'm Caroline Best, owner of the Tao of Horsemanship and founder of the Mastery Membership Program. I'm here to discuss with you why we have so many problems with horse training today. And more than discuss the problems, talk about the solutions and how we can fix so many of our common problems out there. I actually have one amazing solution that I'm going to be talking to you about. First, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Have you wondered why today's horse training practices aren't setting you up for success, like I just mentioned? Are you tired of being told not to allow your horse into your space, not to shower them with love, and to always show them who's boss? And worse yet, have you sent your horse away for training, only to have them come back worse, scared, afraid, more stressed out? And I think the biggest thing here is you send your horse away to training and you never learn what your horse learns. So there's really not an opportunity for the two of you to become a team. Have you considered that the best way to train your horse is actually learning to train them yourself, instead of buying in quick fixes like 21-day courses or 12-week courses or a couple of videos or even a DVD series? Have you really considered making the commitment and taking the time to learn how to either start or restart your horse, following a proven training system and curriculum? Would you like to learn how to train with love, language, and leadership? See, when you start putting the relationship first and you develop a deep level of connection and communication, everything and anything is possible. And that's because you can actually have a conversation. Thank you, Ledge. So how many of you would like to be amongst a herd of horses like this? And I'm hoping that they all come and surround me like they normally do when we're filming, because they love being a part of my company and I love being a part of their herd. And it's more than just that. It's more than just that. It's love, language, and leadership. It's the ability to connect and communicate subtly, so that you're always paying attention, you're always considering each other, the horse is considering you, you're considering the horse. Brings a deeper sense of mindfulness and awareness to your relationship that is so important to being safe with horses. Hi, Sundance. And how many of you would have been told not to let your horse do that? Not to let them rub on you, not to let them push you around. There's a difference between what Sundance just did or any of my horses have done during this filming and a horse that just rudely, quickly, without considering you, walks into your space and either runs you over or pushes you around. This is part of the language of Equus, what you're seeing. This is the way they treat each other all the time, with love, with respect. And in any minute, I can tell Sundance to knock it off and stop. Any minute, I can have her back away. Just like that. And I can reinforce it if I need to, just like she would do with another horse that was beneath her. And when you have this level of relationship and connection and community and conversation, communication, you'll take this to everything you do with your horse. All of your being with them, your work with them on the ground, to your riding. So imagine following a system, a curriculum that teaches you all of this and how it transfers easily into your riding program. Thank you, sweetheart. See, when you learn this way meaning my method of working and being with horses and developing the two of you together, you can't go wrong. You put the relationship first, and that means you develop the deepest levels of trust and confidence in each other. That no matter what comes up or happens, you can rely on each other and you can work through it together. So it takes away all the unfortunate situations where you feel like you're fighting with your horse, or you're making your horse, or you're forcing your horse, or you're not listening to your horse and your horse is acting up trying to tell you and express, which shows up in frustration, pissy attitude, anxiety. So often our horses show up like that. Or how about the horses that completely shut down and go deep within themselves and check out because nobody's listening and they've spent most of their life being pushed around and told what to do. So how would you like to learn how to work together? And for those of you like me that want to ride as one in mind, movement, and heart, and you want to be able to do all the upper level riding that we can do at third level, the piaffe, the levade, shoulders in, haunches in. We can do so many amazing things, plus trail ride. We can work with other horses. We can do obstacle courses, you name it. We can swim together. We can do so many things, work cattle, everything, because my horse has such a balanced, well-rounded education through my training system. And it's not just about being exposed to everything, because often that overfaces and overwhelms our horses. They're not ready for it. It has so much to do with learning how to develop and maintain and nurture your relationship in your work, in your training together, your learning together. That's the key. That no one else out there is teaching you. They're teaching you all these techniques, they're giving you all these tips and these quick fixes. But when it comes down to it, they're not teaching you the essence, the ingredients to mastering your horsemanship and being successful from start to finish, from the ground to riding. Don't let anybody tell you out there, oh, one program doesn't work for all horses. It depends on the program, but most importantly, it depends on the teacher's approach. It's your approach that's going to make it or break it. Meaning it's going to make a confident learner in your horse, or it's going to break the confidence in your horse. The approach is everything. And that's what gives you the ability to personalize, customize, and tailor the exercises so that they meet the needs of both you and your horse in this partnership, in this relationship, as you're both learning each other and developing together as a team. I didn't make Sundance come here. I didn't give her a bunch of treats. She's here because she loves how this feels to be with me all the time. How I show up, how I am the person that she needs me to be. And that's part of understanding your horses and learning how to work with them. This isn't a gimmick. This isn't a trained, conditioned response at all. And when you have this level of relationship, bond, desire to be with each other, she'll protect you. All of them. They'll all protect me. Take care of you, consider you. And horses are horses. I'm not going to tell you that they're not going to spook. That's hardwired in a horse. It's too instinctive for a horse to pay attention and to react or respond. But what I can promise you is that when they do react or respond to something they're unsure of, that they're still going to consider you first. And that so-called spook or startle is really a startle in place, and it's no longer your freeze, drop a shoulder, rock back, spin, and bolt. It's no longer a rear. It's no longer a buck. It's no longer a hesitation, I can't go there. I've hit a threshold and I'm not going to try. Why it's no longer going to be like that? Because you have a relationship, you have a conversation. You've already proven to your horse through my training system, all the exercises and lessons from the ground up to riding, that they can count on you. You are a healthy, balanced, consistent, capable leader in those moments. And in the rest of the moments, you're their partner, their friend, their family. Because that's really what they want, more than anything. But also realize that you all need a really good foundation when it comes down to things. You need the same foundation that I have been using to develop thousands of horses Whether I'm starting them or giving them a fresh restart, they've all gone through the same education, curriculum, training system, and that's my Mastery Membership Program. My Mastery Membership Program is just that, a powerful, proven, and positive training system that begins teaching you the building blocks to achieving the best and safest riding foundation. My training system encompasses every area of horsemanship and begins with training you first, so you can develop your horse from the ground to riding. It is a one-stop shop for beginners and any equestrian who wants to deepen and accelerate their horsemanship. It's my foundation training program for new starts and restarts, and my apprenticeship program for students who want to learn how to develop their horses using my method. My system includes 8 core areas of education, creating the best and safest riding foundation possible. Areas that include relationship and rapport, liberty and lunging, horse and rider biomechanics, lateral and suppling, balanced riding, and riding exercises that develop the smoothest and most fluid gaits. Not to mention, it develops an emotionally balanced horse. And that's not all. Because my system is designed to completely reshape your horsemanship, it naturally, organically resolves all of your problems and challenges. This is possible because you are learning your horse and learning how to work together and as a team during the process of training. It doesn't get much better than that. And trust me when I tell you that this is a total game changer, bringing you and your horse closer and more together than you ever thought possible. In my next webinar, you're going to realize, if you haven't already, how a relationship-based training system will save you so much money and time in the end. So here's what we'll be discussing in my next webinar. How to train your own horse using a proven and positive training system. How to develop love language and leadership, and how it will solve, thank you, it will solve all of your problems. Trust me. How training your horse following my system is better and safer than sending your horse to any trainer or going to any 3-day, 5-day clinic. I hope you will be joining me soon, where I will be showing you my secrets to being successful and safe with horses. Thank you. May you always be one with your horse.